Hey YouTube, Luna here, and I am posting this week's video for the YouTube challenge. This week's challenge is whether I have an altar or a shrine or a sacred space. Now, as I have mentioned before, I live at home with my mom, and she is a very devout Christian and is against witchcraft. And out of respect for her, we have a rule that I am not allowed to practice witchcraft. I can have my tools and everything, but I'm not allowed to openly practice in her house. I am allowed to grab my shit and go and practice elsewhere. So no, I don't have a set altar or shrine or sacred space, but I do have my tools, and there's like a sense of having it as a sacred space for me, because everything's kind of in one place. I haven't split up my candles or somewhere else. But actually, this cabinet right here that you see behind me is where all of my tools are, and some of my regular, I'm reading, because my bed's right here, so the tools are right here, and I will show them to you. Pardon the mess that is my room. That's actually my Book of Shadows. I'm rewriting it. That's the original. I'm rewriting it into an actual notebook, but that's not why we're here. That was the tea that I drank. These are the books I'm currently on. But like up here, there's a menorah that I use on Hanukkah, because one thing that I teach my children is multicultural religions. So I have a picture of breed, which I'm going to use for Imbolc. I think I have stones in one, and tarot cards that I made in another. Candle holders, matches, candle holders, oil burner. And this is where I have all of my stuff. This is like incense, some more incense, potpourri. These are candles, herbs. That's an incense burner, way back here. Oh, you can't see that. Chalices. And then the bottom one is more tools, more candles, my crystal balls in here. I have chime candles, and you know, the little candles that are about this big, in a bag over there. I don't know what this is. Oh, I guess the bag is the holders, and these are the chime candles. Never mind. I have a jar, not a jar, like a giant tin of, what is that? Tarot cards. And then this would be my tray. When I didn't have an altar, I would put it on this tray. And my homemade Ouija board that I made out of cardboard and paint and stencils. And now I can't get it back in. That's where I sleep. And I'm not going to show you the rest of my room because right now it's a hot damn mess. Over here, I have a bunch of journals, and I don't have bookshelves, if you've noticed. So, a lot of my books are in boxes and in bags, and in here, my journals, my books. But in here are my candles. All of my candles are in here, and different tools, like for Maban and Llamas, and this is my wand. It was from a rose bush. That's an incense burner. My maypole, which is falling apart. My athame, some sage. And I think I have more, more candles. These are stickers. More candles. My black mirror. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's what I have, is I have storage unit. So I usually just put it in a bag, like this. Like, put it in one of these containers. This is what used to be my travel altar. And put it all in here. I have sage in here and a candle and leftover incense and things. And this, one of my viewers, Tanya, whom I stayed friends with and interact on Facebook, gave to me years ago, and I still have it. And I haven't lost it. which is a miracle in itself with the 7 moves that I had in one time. But if you notice, all of my herbs are back there. I use Frappuccino containers because, hey, I get a free container after I drink my coffee. But yeah, so that's it. I don't have a designated sacred space, but I do have my tools, and for me, that is a symbol of sacred space. Well, pretty much any place, for me, any place that I make sacred is sacred space. My bedroom is, I get really picky about who's in my bedroom sometimes. And I have my travel altar, which right now just, it's holding a bunch of stuff because I haven't used it in a long time. But hopefully within this year, when I get my own place, I will have my own specified altar, which I used to have when I lived in Iowa, in the closet under my clothes. I had a table. It was usually a mess. But then I would pull out the table and all my stuff would be on there. But I do miss having a specified place for ritual. But I'm not too heartbroken about it. Gotten used to it. Had to. But yeah. So if you have any of your own, whether it's a travel altar or a stationary altar that you use every day, comment below. Shoot me a video response. Let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. And you guys have a great time. Brightest blessings.